funny now. Bruce's sitting in the front row here, and on previous occasions when he's spoken, I've heckled him. So, Bruce, this is no...
Feel free,
no heckling. No heckling.
Nice painting.
Good evening. For those of you who I'm either a familiar face in the corridor or you haven't yet met, I'm Peta. Now, Tony asked me to start with, something funny, something amusing, something, amusing. And I sat down and I had a little bit of a think about it. I thought, amusing. And I really couldn't think of anything other than life drawing, male models. I did think that was an appropriate topic, so Stanley was not a wealthy man. He was, however, religious. Every night before sleep, his fervent prayer for 20 years had been, Lord, bless my father, my mother, my wife, my sister, you've got the, drop on it. And lastly, he would round up with, this week, O Lord, if you are willing, I pray for the first prize lotto win. And if you could bless me with this, I would be forever grateful for your servant, Stanley. On the evening of the 21st year, the ceiling of his bedroom lifted. He gazed skyward and went, yes, it's going to be answered. At last he thought. The Lord's voice was brief and boomed back. Stanley, my son, this week, help me out a little. Buy a ticket. Now, this story I retell, and yes, I agree, it's a little bit left of field, but my brain does work in unusual ways, and it popped into my mind one day at Margaret Atkins' class. She was talking to us about when we finished art school and moved into the future. Her advice was keep working at it. Keep drawing, printmaking, painting, sculpture, whatever your discipline was, and keep your eye on the calendar for exhibitions and prizes to enter your work into. Not as a means in its own, but more to keep producing. And that ties back to my Stanley story, because nothing happens without action. So, guys, we've got to keep actioning it. So, the teachers we've had in our years of Meadowbank, I cannot thank enough. We've learnt so much about developing as artists and the art environment. My personal experience is that there have been so many, many aha moments with every single teacher. We've been equipped with skills that we will refer to throughout our careers. My first encounter with a Meadowbank teacher was actually Grant Lewis. He's not here, and it was at Willoughby Art Centre, not here, and there I was, 3 decades after HSC art classes, doing a Tuesday morning painting class. Within a short time, I remember thinking, if he was an example of the teaching at Meadowbank, it needed to be on my radar. Whatever the path for each of us, the road led to G Block. So, for Rue, Sam, Tony, Judy, Lynn Howe, Anthony Carl, Daniel Peta, Bruce Latimer, Cass Hard-Laurie, Mark Atkins, Jenny Hellier, and of course a number of the subbies that we also encountered that I'm not going to name, and for the teachers that I actually didn't have directly, so I couldn't get them up here. Isabel, of course, in the front row though. Thank you. Teachers, of course, are a fabulous part of the art school experience, but so too are we students, fabulous. There are those among us who managed to complete the diploma in a sprint of 2 years. I really take my hat off to you. I don't know how you did it. It was an inspiration. For those more at my speed, the marathon, tenacious is the word. Regardless, for all of us, I say, bloody well done. We're proud to be on the list tonight, however long. I know we've enjoyed each other's company, we've shared ideas, we've learnt from each other, and we've been amazed at the work that we've produced, and you only need to look around the room for that. As I look back, I also think about the students whose stars didn't align for a graduation outcome. I've missed them, as I've already missed the day-to-day student interaction since finishing. This evening is a fabulous celebration. It also underlines the gap we feel as we move forward. It's wonderful that fame has come into being in the last couple of years, and we need to get on board and nurture this art school network, because I know that it will sustain us. We also need to voice our thanks to those friends and family who have encouraged and supported us to this point. Be it a mum and dad when you're a student continuing studies from school, or a network of friends, or your partner and perhaps your own children, Thank you for being supportive of our studies and for coming this evening. We know you're proud of us. You praise our efforts to others. You whip out your phone with images of our work to show off to others. You encourage us, and sometimes you even offer advice. Big mistake. Grant Lewis did tell me to never listen to family or friends when it came to the dog being the wrong colour or the model's big toe being, well, too big. So, if we do react without good grace, always remember, blame that teacher, and he's not here tonight, so I cannot. It may appear we've taken no notice, but we do know that you care. In the big wide world of outside art school, your continuing support is crucial, so please keep it coming. Oh, and by the way, you might just be right about that big toe thing, but you've got to, just let us find it ourselves. So, a toast to us. Congratulations to all of us. Thank you from all of us, and good night from me. Let's have a